this place was known as the dump. It was the landfill, it was the dump. And I hear people now say, I'm going to Levy Park, and they've asked me, not even know what I do for a living, and they say, have you seen Levy Park? It's such a gem. I just love going there. I love bringing my kids there. I love kayaking out of there. So I see that change from, you know, it being a solid waste disposal mechanism, a dump, into a nature preserve called Levy Park. So in about the late 90s, the town petitioned the DEC, Department of Environmental Conservation, to close the landfill.
What they did, they put a polyurethane cap on the top 9 acres. They put 2 man-made ponds up at the top. The windmill, it's connected to a pump, and it helps to circulate the water that's in the ponds. Keeps the water moving, aerates it, because there are turtles and fish in the pond. We get bird watchers in here. We get people that just want to take a quiet stroll. We have a 500-foot fishing pier. We also have the 25 Nigerian dwarf goats. And a lot of parents like to bring their kids in to look at those. The kids love the goats.
The goats are here as part of a demonstration that, if you want to call it organic weed control, they go out and they eat the invasive vegetation in the park.
We keep the goats in the barn, and we usually let them out once or twice a day to help graze around the area.
The goats do butt heads to figure out who's the king for the day, who's the dominant goat. And we just had an instance about 6 weeks ago where one of the goats, Goldie, injured her forefoot, actually had a fracture. And what you see sometimes with the goats is they sense weakness, and they as soon as she came out of her solitary to cure her fracture, they're testing her to see if she's up for it, and it's all going well.
People want to come to our park because we give tours. We show them around, we tell them a little bit about the park. They could also go running or walking if they prefer. And we have 18 exercise stations around the park. The first couple are warm-up stretch ones, and then it slowly gets into pull-ups and sit-ups and push-ups, and it just gets harder and harder as you get further along. My favorite part about working here is probably the people. We have a great crew. Everyone's very friendly, and if you need anything, they're always there to help you out.
Favorite part of the park might not be an actual object or place within the park, but is visiting the park. And one thing I like actually with our office position right here is to go out at lunchtime and maybe take a walk.
I think Norman J. Levy Park means a lot to the people of Long Island.
We'd like people to know is come here, greet people, continue this as a little respite from the hustle and bustle, get your exercise, and come out and enjoy the park.